Hi, and welcome back to Elimu Café. If you're new here, karibu, and thanks for joining us today. We continue our conversation with Mr. Clifford Oluoch to talk about the IGCSE curriculum. So sit back, relax, and let's learn together. Okay, so Mwalimu, Cliff, at this point, you've worked in both CBC and you've worked in international. Local. Let's say local system.
Local and yes.
I know you've answered the question in terms of, the differentiation and everything, but what is the biggest, what for you as a person?
Yes.
Let's not talk about it from the systems and everything. How has it been as experience for you? What has been the biggest difference now that you've been, especially now that you're leading a very sought after CBC school?
Yes.
So how are you feeling like what's the difference for you?
Well, the differences are many because the thing I found about the Cambridge was about the stability and in the structures. And again, I'll repeat that, is that it's not susceptible to political maneuvers. So that gave the client some comfort. Okay. To go back and say that the coordination between the education bodies, kind of the exam bodies, the universities and whatever kind of thing, then definitely made Cambridge come out as a well thought out system. Also to mention the textbooks. I mean, the textbooks, the amount of research and energy. And you'll find that a professor in child development authors a textbook in kindergarten. Right? Yeah, so it becomes like almost a university project and all that. So that to me became like now the edge that Cambridge has. And after spending 22 years in Cambridge, or the international system, I wanted to go back and share the same knowledge with the local curriculum. So I packed my bags and everyone asked me, are you normal? Who does that? I told them that I want something difficult.
And especially at the helm of CBC being confused. So it was also
exactly. It is that you wouldn't believe it was that time I think when Amina said we are
It wasn't I really supported her in that.
It was at that time that I said no. Because we were trying to do some things behind the tent with KAIS, Kenya Association of International School. Kind of is like, how can we help? So we have all these Neliomino and Patricia Chesa from Rusinga, Jen Mwangi. You guys, this is our country. These are our kids. We can't just sit back and say, we are cooling peso in. Eventually I thought the best way of making a difference was just to go to a CBC school.
I think it says a lot about you as well. The kind of risk taker and the kind of leadership skill that you have is very. And have you, now that you said that you've done it, do you feel like you've incorporated some of your, like, how has it been for you now? What has the reception been like for you?
The first 2 years were difficult because that's the unlearning stage for the teachers. It was difficult for them to kind of understand which direction, I was going into. There are things like the maths decathlon and the language fiesta that I was supposed to implement 4 years ago. I was too ambitious. I was just too ambitious, and I brought in all these, kind of innovative ways of right? But the place where I got it right from the word go and they swam with was the learner comes first.
Okay.
Right? That one of humanizing and personalizing education. That one they got. So after 2 years of unlearning and relearning and everything, they started saying that, hey, this guy, whatever he's smoking is working.
He's not crazy. He's not crazy.
He's not crazy. By the third year, we got into kind of a rhythm. By now, this is now like my 5th year. Right? And actually, we are cruising. And they can actually see every aspect of the program that I talked about. And now that to me becomes sometimes dangerous in the sense of once they get it, then I no longer feel the challenge. I have to look for another challenge. And that is why the internship to me became like another challenge. It's like if we have the interns and we're trying to get them, every year I'm going to get new interns. So that becomes a challenge.
Okay.
Working with the kids who come from Githogoro slums, the Sulwe program of trying to get these kids. So I've managed to keep myself challenged as I try to to balance this aspect. But where we have reached right now, we are speaking the same language.
And even to the audience, so everyone who's listening, I want to say something that I think the first time I met you, I want you to talk about it because it was so fascinating when you're talking about the happiness index. Cliff here has this thing where he talks about the happiness index, and I think I saw it now when I visited as a benchmarking. I think we came for benchmarking. It was so interesting, and I know it's veering off from the curriculum, but how did that come? Like, how has that been for you, and how did you think of it, and how has that been experienced for you?
When I walked in, all the places that I've been to, the learners always come first. And maybe here, let me also veer kidogo. When I moved from Osho to Premier, I received quite a hostile reception from the teachers because I knew the kind of person who was coming. I'm not a non-nonsense person. I'm just a hard worker, and I expect you to kind of...
You have to align.
Anyway, so there was this huge resistance and campaign, the parents and this and all that kind of thing. And I just turned my attention to the kids. And one of the things I did was what I was doing before was in the morning, I'm the first one to arrive at school, and I receive the kids. No one had ever done that. And kids are kids. Within a short time, they get attached to you and this, and they look forward, So within a short time, the kids were like, okay, this guy is not bad. Why? Because I was speaking to their hearts. Kind of right. In the evening when they're going home, same thing. So when I moved, I moved in with that one. Tell them now, if I want you to be a good student, can I first know who you are? And one of the students, when we were having this one-on-one, told me, here I don't feel like I'm a statistic. Where I was before, I was a statistic. And even, I can tell you, when I left the school, I can bet the head teacher did not notice that I'd left the school. But here I feel like I am someone. You know my name, right?
I feel so.
Every morning I see you, you see me. Every evening when I'm going home, I see you. I feel like, So that happiness index vis-a-vis family atmosphere, right?
Like a home, like a second home. Yes.
And this is what I'm talking about. I did not create that. When I came from Riverbank, which is a local curriculum, public school, and into Strathmore Form 1, that's what I found. I walked
into a home.
Yes, I walked into a home whereby people were talking to me as a person, where I was the other place in public school. So I grew up with that as a student. I went back and grew up with that as a teacher. And that has become my trademark, is that where I go. To me, it's the students that I actually adhere to, and I make sure that they're happy. The decisions that I've made, which have been very unpopular with my team, because the first thing is that, hey, this guy should be expelled. I tell them, why should they be expelled? We're just transferring a problem to another place.
One school to another.
To another one. Yeah. So, hey, let's fight this out until the end.
Yeah.
So that, to me, the happiness index, and not only of the student, let me be very categorical, even of the staff.
Yeah.
Right? So when I walked into that school and I found that already they were providing meals to the cleaners, to the watchmen, and to all this non-teaching stuff, and even to the teachers themselves. I said, now this is what I've been trying to look for. A place whereby people eat together as a family and all that.
That's good. Yeah. And I think you told me something then, maybe you don't remember, but you told me something and I took it home. It was, children do not learn from people they don't like. You just said it in passing. I remember because I remember I was talking, I was like, children don't learn from people you don't like. And I think that's, I think it really just summarizes that happiness index, because they will be geared to you because of how you treat them. They make, as you said, if a child is able to come and tell you that I'm not a statistic, that means that child feels seen, they feel heard, they feel like they're part of a family. And that's very, that inclusive approach is what really is important. And so it was a good detour. I just want to talk about it because I was like, it was such an interesting thing to listen to you talk about it, and with so much enthusiasm. It was something that was not very common. I remember even when we went back home, I was telling my friend, like, hey, that guy is like, is ahead of his time, because we had, even when we interview teachers, it was always like, what was your mean grade? What was your, how much, what was your performance? And even they would even come for interviews, such kind of things. But for you to talk about children from a perspective of them as human beings, little human beings who are coming to us, hoping to be loved and to be appreciated, I kind of feel like it's something I'd like to highlight.
Yes, all you need to do is look at the posts on social media and on X.
Yes.
All that Matusi, kind of, right?
Yes. With very good English.
Yes, exactly. Yes. It's as a result of spending 12 years in basic education and 4 years in tertiary education, 16 years without a voice.
Yes.
Now, where does your voice come out now? On social media.
Yes, so Mepata, you found what's it called? You found a space where nobody, and then there's no accountability. You've constantly been under the watchful eye of someone who's just been making sure that you're subdued, and now you have all this freedom, and they don't know how to regulate.
Exactly.
Yes. So now let's switch back to what would you say if you are to be asked, and I know we are comparing oranges and I don't know if it's oranges and bananas. Okay, we're just comparing different fruits here. So let me put that as a disclaimer. But what would be a successful learner in each of these systems for you? Like, what would you say? Is it the same or is it different? Yeah.
It is the same. Yeah. The outcome of education is to get better citizens. If I remember, let me quote John Mudiora, the current principal of Strathmore. Yes, and he was asked that question. And he said at Strathmore, our ultimate goal is to get the children to go to heaven. All right? Okay. That's what he said, kind of, right? Yeah. How we do it is different.
Yeah.
So for me, I won't go into religious mode and say that the ultimate goal is to get the children into heaven. For religious, yes. But the ultimate goal is all those values, is to get, kind of an all-rounded human being. And all-rounded here means the academics comes in play, the values come into play, the talents come into play, the community service of reaching out to them. So all this come into play. So that is the ultimate goal. So if the local curriculum achieves that, kudos. If the international curriculum achieves that, kudos, right? What I see difference is like I've seen in the IB, we'll discuss community action service hours as part of the curriculum. And now CBE has gone into CSL as part of the curriculum. And I have beef with that. The reason I have beef with that is that actually before that CSL became part of the curriculum, and schools like Strathmore and Kendo are already doing that. Yeah. Okay. Not because it's part of the curriculum, but it's part of the
values.
It's part of the values, right? The sports and talent before CB. In fact, what I was saying is that CB ended up like messing up the kind of sports program that Strathmore had. Kind of because now what they did is they made it academic. It was not academic.
Yeah.
Like the international, the Cambridge. All those things are there, but they're not assessed. Sorry, they're assessed, but they're not examined. Okay, visual arts, performing arts. So you'll find all those things are there, but anyway. So to me, at the end of the day, what kind of human being are we producing? That should be the bottom line. So the system is irrespective. Back to the shoes and back to the feet, right?
Yeah,
the type of shoes is irrespective.
Yes.
If you wear the shoes and you're not walking, you have not moved.
Yes.
Right? Do you need the shoes to walk? No. Right?
Yes.
Will the shoes make your walking easier? Yes and no. Depend on the type of shoes.
The shoes and the feet.
Yeah, and the feet and all that.
Yeah.
So the final product is much more important than the curriculum itself, completely irrespective. And that's why for me a product of the old system, taught in the 844, taught in IGCSE, a little bit of IB at Aga Khan, now with CBE. You tell me all those issues, nothing has changed.
Okay.
Nothing. My approach has always been the same.
That's very profound.
Yeah.
Now, to parents, letter kuku, letter printing paper. I'm sure anybody who's in the CBC system will tell you, bring printing papers. My child I saw someone talking about, they were told to make a scarecrow and things like that. Is it the same, the parental involvement that is it almost the same in each system, or?
Yeah, it's the same, because the thing is, maybe I'll talk about Cambridge from a very skewed perspective. I spend more time with the Asian community, Aga Khan, Ismailis, then Oswald, the Shahs, and then Premier Patels.
Yeah.
And here the family dynamics are different, where the mother is more of a house manager, so she has more time and available for the kids.
Yeah.
So we had more parental involvement, in fact, bordering parental interference.
Yes.
than parental
what are they called? Are they called tiger? There's this Asian name for they're called tiger moms.
Yes, tiger economies. Yes. So yes, we had to tone them down at times.
Yeah.
We had competitions that the parents ended up doing for the kids. Parental involvement goes back to Strathmore, which is family.
Yeah.
It's family. It's not about parental involvement. It's about the family. So whatever family is to you, right? Yes, it starts with family. In fact, they say that the first school that the child goes through is the family. Yes. So you cannot isolate the family from all this. Yeah. In fact, when some of those schools have got parenting courses that go along with
the curriculum,
yes.
the learning.
I tried that, and the attendance was so dismal. It was so dismal, I was actually shocked. I was shocked. Like, I call an academic meeting, the attendance is 150%.
Yeah, but
150% is that even some of the parents come with their grandparents of the child and all that.
Yes.
We called a parenting course, and the attendance is 25%.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at way of. So I know some of the schools that you have to sign that you're going to.
You have to attend.
Yes, you have to attend.
Yes. And and in a way, do you feel as though bringing back the parental involvement, and this is now comparing the CBC to, of course, now the 844, where it was maybe less, has it really helped, or is it just becoming a sort of like a burden?
It's a beginning of something. These particular kids, when they become parents, to them, it will be like parents are part of the child's education. Yeah, so it's not something that has got instant results and gratification.
It's a generational thing.
It is a generational thing. So
it is a good thing, actually.
It is a good thing. I mean, parents have to be involved. I mean, like I used to tell parents, right? You're just not here to pay fees.
Yes.
And your child is not a receipt.
And buy them an encyclopedia.
Exactly. No. You have to be involved. You have to come for the meetings. You have to attend all these things.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it with my dad when I was a student. He did not miss a single meeting from the time I was in primary to the time I finished my A-levels. He attended all the parents' meetings and even all those parenting courses. He was there. And any other things as well. He never missed.
I hear you. And I think it goes back to, as you said, the family dynamics, which I empathize with situations that do not have that opportunity and do not have that opportunity. Yeah. Like, you see, for you, on the flip side, my dad never attended any of the academic meetings, but I'm grateful that my mom was maybe available. But there are some people that is not something that, became their thing. And I think it still again highlights that there's no perfect system, and sometimes the assumptions might not be true for everybody. But the ideal situation would be involvement of, like, we see for you, the fact that you're talking about your dad attending that meeting. It must have meant something for you to remember that he was there, seated, listening, and trying to see how he can support your education in one way or another. So I think I appreciate that, because that next generation is going to have even a more refined, whether by, I look at it and I'm like, I see those situations where the parents, the intentional ones, they like you see a child come to school and they said, I made this with my mom, like we were making water bodies, and that conversation, they're talking, they're laughing, they're frustrated, they're throwing cotton pads at each other, and it might not mean much to that parent, but that child will come and talk about it in school.
Of course.
Like, I did this with my dad, or I did this with my
I can
mom,
tell you that,
or with my auntie, and it's just beautiful.
The graduation ceremony is going on right now. I've always had alternative thoughts about them, but when I saw a couple of Form 4 students breaking down because the parents, or one parent did not come, I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it and I realized that it's not about the graduation.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just that this is my day.
Yes.
Where are you?
It's showing up.
Exactly.
It's showing up.
Yes.
It's showing up.
Do I mean anything to you? So the parental involvement is just much more than parental involvement.
Yeah.
Just for us at our school, we had to change a bit, and some of the projects, like the grade 3 NEC project, we do it in school. So we call in the parents and tell them this will take about 3 hours. So please.
That's smart.
So block that time.
Yeah.
And they come, all of them.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And for 3 hours, the students cannot throw tantrums because it's not their power base. The parents cannot show whatever. So the amount of collaboration that happens.
You have to do it. Yeah. And then they know it's an exam. So they're like, my child is going to.
Yeah, but the final product is actually our collaborative. And some of the parents will come with an uncle, with a cousin, with whatever. So it becomes like a whole family thing.
Yeah.
And they're kind of with hammering things and sewing things. The final product is not even the project.
Yeah.
Is that bonding.
Yeah, even as we have this thing called like My Day With You, which I find very interesting. Like the parent comes and the child is like, this is what we do, let's sit down. Like, okay, of course not everyone can attend, and I really I understand it's not, sometimes it's not even possible, especially parents who work abroad, parents who are, they're hustling for their children, there's no bad blood, but it's nice when you see parents come to school and you see them, so even outside the homework, and they're there, and they're talking about painting, and like us, we do even their days for makeup, they come and they, like Mother's Day, they they have different stations, and you just see the child exploring, or not exploring, but appreciating that experience of having to spend with their parents. And I pray and hope that it's something that more people will be able to.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, more people. Yes. I pray that the dynamics of every child who comes into this world will be able to get to experience that, even if it's not with the biological, but someone who gives them that parental, because parental involvement does not mean it's your mom or dad, it can be your auntie. Yes, whoever is present, I pray that every child gets an opportunity for someone to show up for them. Sure. Yeah. So the other question I would want to ask is there anything that when a parent is trying to switch systems should think of? And this is now, we start with, of course, CBC to British and maybe British to CBC.
Well, I don't think there's anything. It's just that, as I explained before, from Cambridge to CBC or to CBE, the issue is Kiswahili.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The rest of the things, they're kind of adaptable because the kind of history that is studied in Cambridge might be skewed towards British history and world history against Kenyan history and vice versa. But I think that is how it is delivered and all that. Now that CBE is also embracing collaborative learning, students are not going to struggle in that and vice versa. No kind of a CBE student, an 844 student who was used to working alone might struggle to go and work in a collaborative as but CBE is actually kind of encompassing that.
Okay.
The issue of, should I say, maybe the seamless transition, I think might be more of a challenge. Yeah, because for us now it's about pathways, about which school is offering what and this. Whereas in most of the Cambridge school is like, already if I start, this is where I will end. I don't have to change schools unless I'm changing residencies or countries. And that's why it's called international. I know it's Cambridge in Kenya.
It allows you to...
Yes, it is the same. Yeah. So the kind of confusion that is being seen right now in the grade 9 to 10 transition, are we back to choosing schools and that, kind of, it will take time.
Yeah.
Before now it kind of...
it refines.
Yeah.
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 And is there the other thing I wanted to ask you, apart from Kiswahili, what about religious studies? Because is it, I realize sometimes when you get the students from the IGCSE program, they don't learn CRE like we learn CRE. I think it's called something else, or is it maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah, they don't learn CRE. But you see, CRE at local curriculum is a subject. It's not a religion. You know, it's not.
No, I feel like they usually have like a better, like not in a bad way. This is because maybe of my own opinion. It's just like they kind of have like a more generalized view, like which is very good for tolerance. Like you might.
I think there's a word I can't get the name of the subject, but it's more about values and than about religion. Because I remember in one of the schools that I was at, they would have that particular lesson. I can't remember what it was called. Then the Hindus would have their specific lessons. The Muslims would have the specific lesson and all that. But I'll get it.
Okay.
Yeah, social ethics or social, I can't remember.
Yes, like it was more like it was sort of ethics, combined in a way, and then now you would segment according to your, which I found, I think it's something I wish you could be able to do.
It's more of pastoral, but...
no, I like it because like for us, especially me, because I'm based in the coast, we have a lot of like Islamic, like Muslim students and Christian students. I wish there was a point where we were allowed to bring them together and just talk about, as you said, the values and also just to understand. Like now that I've stayed in coast for so long, I've really been fascinated by the way of life of, but you know, there's no point where I learned about it. If I had never gone to maybe, for example, live in that community, I would never have known how Islam works, and I would be maybe focused on the stereotypes and everything that maybe even on their end is the same. But maybe if we had learned about the way of life of this, like Hindu, even just do three, I think that's something I really appreciate about the international curriculum.
Yes, it's more about values.
Yes, exactly. Now, my last question for today is, in a perfect world, what would be the ideal blend? And that is now, what would a perfect Kenyan education system look like for you? If you are told, Mwalimu, build a school, you know, this, we are giving you everything. Like, if you want support, this is, let me say right now, the current president, His Excellency Ruto is there. I think the CS education, everybody's there like, Cliff, please give us the perfect blend. What would you incorporate?
Well, actually, CBE is a perfect blend. Yeah. So was 844. Okay? It's about the implementation. All these things are about implementation. Just like our constitution, it's a brilliant piece of work.
Yes.
It's now the implementation. So already we have the framework. Okay? So where are the gaps? That is where we should start from.
Okay.
So to me, the gaps would be like, even in the old system, there's a music festival, there's drama festival, there's sports games, all those ball games. All those things have been there. We're not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah, that's true.
What we never did is that we never made the music festival accessible. Okay, we never made the drama festival accessible. We never made in fact, we made it competitive.
Very.
And it kind of killed. So if you asked me, then I would say retain the music festival in the same way it is. However, make it accessible from the lowest level to the highest level. So now when they're going to compete, it now becomes like the World Cup. It's like now these are the elite. But within the school system,
everybody has their...
Everybody is actually kind of exposed to that.
Yes.
And it is actually, it counts like 60-40. Right now at Makini, what we've done is we have a 60-40 kind of weightage when we're talking about the prize giving or award ceremony. So 60% is academics. That's a core business of a school.
Yes.
The other 40% is non-academics.
Yeah.
All those competitive things put together, including your merits and demerits, including your parental involvement, you know, kind of, right? In all those things, they come into play. The sports and talent has taken a huge chunk of it.
Yeah.
The the musicals. So all these things. So if you gave me that situation already, it is there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, hey, we already have it.
Just implement it better.
Yes. If anything, also, I would be very strict on space. Very, very strict. Is that no school should operate in less than X
number of acres or X number of space.
Exactly,
Yeah.
kind of, right?
Yeah.
All these schools or exam centers that are coming up in residentials, and the children have got nowhere to play.
Yeah.
That is criminal.
Yeah, there has to be like a minimum threshold.
There has to be where the kids can just let it out and feel free, and it's like, kind of, That to me is what I would insist on.
Oh, okay.
All the others we have. Do we have the teachers? Yes, we have the teachers, right? Okay. What do we need to improve on? We need to improve on the continuous professional development. We need to improve on partnership. We need to improve on exchange programs so that we keep on learning from each other within the country, outside the country, kind of. That's what we need to improve on. We need to speak more to each other and less at each other. Okay. We need to collaborate more and compete less, kind of, right? Yeah. So we have everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Possible.
Everything.
It just needs to be implemented.
More
intentional.
More intentional and made use of. And if there is a place that has got brilliant mind, it is this country. I mean, human resource has always been our strength, kind of. It becomes our strength. But now if we are singing in different tunes, if KICD is not singing the same tune with NEC is not singing the same tune with TTCs, TTC is not singing the same songs with MOEs, and we're all singing different songs. So if we can just kind of get all those beautiful voices
together
into one melody,
one choir.
Yes, that's all I need.
I hear you.
Yes.
And just to close on like what you do you mind like talking about that as we finish up this episode? If someone is looking up to you and thinking, wow, I would love to like know more and be inspired more by Cliff, are you open to such, do you have such programs that you work on that you'd like to talk about? Maybe, I know you've written a book. Maybe you can talk about that as we close.
I should have come with it out.
I don't know why you forgot it. I have one. I think that's why I think it's even signed. Okay. I thought about bringing it and then I forgot.
So I'm an open book. People can come anywhere. They can reach out to me on social media. Just check out my name.
All right.
I run quite a number of programs. Some of them I've taken a back seat. Some of them I've revived them. If you're a young aspiring teacher, then we have an internship program that we run now with the McKinney School in Runda. And every year we take in about 10 or 15 new interns. And I'm also teaching practice in specific subjects. It doesn't have to be all the subjects, so it's not automatic that will take you.
Yeah.
So that's one of the programs that we run, and now I think we are on the third or fourth cohort of this program. It's working quite well. We also run a program called the Sule program, an empowerment program for the kids in Githogoro slums.
Oh, wow.
And we target the candidates. So this year we worked with grade 6s, and we'll work with them progressively, moving on until they reach university.
Okay.
They come and attend lessons at our school every Saturday, and during the holidays for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and now we are trying to place them in different kind of schools. Then this year we started what we call the Excellencia series. So the Excellencia series is a math, decathlon, language fiesta, STEM, sports, and performing arts. Yeah, it just started on a small scale, but eventually it will be like a number of schools kind of taking part in this. And then at the end of the year...
Just to interrupt him, he's downplaying. The decathlon was fantastic. Carry on.
So the goal is at the end of the year we have a kind of a gala, right? And in this gala we kind of fit the best schools, the best students, the upcoming, and everyone. And eventually we kind of partner.
Different.
Yes, exactly. And then we partner with some of the market movers, and we see if the best school can get a van. The best whatever can get library.
Opportunities, some computers.
Yes, exactly. So we want to grow it. But also, very importantly, is we want to ensure that unlike competitions like World Scholars that have become elite, we want to ensure that this one, A, gets to the public school, and then B, also gets to the upset schools in in the slums, so that the Kenyan child is not left behind. Is not left behind.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so those are some of the things that I'm doing. Of course, also with creative writing, I do run sometimes some classes when I get time.
And you have a book.
and energy. I have books.
Yes.
I'm a published author of creative writing books.
Yes.
I'm a published author of my memoir. I'm a published author of Readers with Oxford University Press. A published author with... yes, so I am in that space. And I love education.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to change. The only way we can change the world is through education.
Wow.
Yes.
I think I have to say it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
It's been such an honor to also for you to make time to come here. As I've always told you, okay, you've said 35. I think now I'm in my I'm in my 14th or 15th year. So there's so much. I know there's so much to learn from you, and I feel honored, and I feel really grateful for you have taken time to come here and sit down with us. Sure. And I've learned so much. So thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you, and even in the paths that we cross each other, I look forward to learning from you as well.
No problem.
And also may you keep inspiring others with your brilliance and with your kindness. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming.
Asante sana. Come back to Makini. You will not come back since.
I will visit now with I have to come back for the fiesta. I've heard about the fiesta. I know this thing. Yes, we will plan for. My teachers really enjoyed the other one. It was and the kids as well. Yeah. So we look forward.
Yes. So maybe you can also offer us an opportunity in
Please come to our village in Kilifi. You're most welcome, actually.
So that we can have the competition.
Yes,
centers.
please. Yes, we had actually talked about having a coast one.
Yes.
Yeah, I think especially
next year I want to move into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Oliver talked about it as well. I hope that it's something that can be picked up. I think it would be really good as well. Yeah. So thank you so much. We appreciate you.
No
Okay, bye-bye. We've come to the end of another episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe, remember to like, remember to share, and to comment your thoughts on this episode and more. As always, it's been a pleasure. I'm Teacher Leah, and see you next time. Bye.